This is a Eureka 15-foot by 10-foot vintage canvas or sailcloth or whatever you call the cloth type tents, with a vinyl bottom on it. I don't know exactly how old it is, but 15 by 10 feet. Give you a walk around here. Now this corner right here has a couple small holes in it right there, and those are the only holes in the cloth. It's a little bit of a rough spot. There's a hole that size of my fingertip. So that's on this back room corner. And, it's also on the same corner is this bungee that suspends the canvas. This is the only canvas loop on the whole entire tent that's starting to pull away a little bit, and you should probably get some stitches in there. Put it back, but it still works. I'm going to take it down after this video, but I'll leave that up to you. It's the only one on here that's showing any signs of coming apart there, and that's an actual loop. It looks like still stitched in the tent real good. Just a loop got kind of cut or something. So, and that's where the elastic thingy that suspends the tent goes through. So a couple of those have rotted out, so I replaced them with, I think it's some kind of paracord, or I don't know what this is, but it's real strong. Little loops of that, and I put, I don't know, 4 or 5 or 6 of those on here where it needed it. Basically, that's one of the damages on the tent. Those holes that I had my finger pointed at are one of the damages. This roof pole right here is cracking right here where the two slide together, so I have to put a hose clamp on there, keep it together, and it's right by one of these loops. That loop's in good shape. In fact, yeah, it's only the end loops that are stretched out. The ones in the middle are in good shape, but old bungee cords in there are still in great shape. But this is the only bad pole that's, well, there's actually 2 poles. I'll show you the other one after this. This one's got the crack in it, so that's no big deal. Hose clamp, you can't, I mean, it's stronger than new with that hose clamp on there. The other tent pole damage is this corner, where the skinny part that goes into the roof pole, part of the top has been like smashed or cut off or something, and so the hole is actually kind of hogged out a little bit. You can kind of see it. I don't know if you can or not. It's not really a big deal. It's just that this little nub that sticks out is a little shorter than it is on the other ones, because I'll show you the, anyway, see how it sticks out there a little ways. The nub is shorter on here, and it's kind of punched the hole out a little bit. No big deal. And then one more is the zipper on the door at the very bottom there. That's where it's missing a tooth, so you can't get all the way completely on the main one. I wouldn't try to go any further, but then the 2 on the bottom are just fine, and all the other zippers are just fine. That's the only flaw I could find in the zipper, and it's only on the very bottom. I just wouldn't yank on it, you might get jammed up or something, but otherwise the zipper's good. They're all metal, and all the screens are in super good condition, all of them. The only flaw is this one here has what looks like a little melt, or maybe a melt repair or something. There might have been a hole at one time, I can't really, but that's it. There's no other holes in any of these screens. It's amazing. So here, I'll get you complete the outside walk around. Nice. Beautiful tin. I forgot to show you the tag. Eureka. Eureka. There's nice metal loops and rings here, the hoops and rings to hold all the curtains up, all the windows. If you notice on this front room, this is a 2-room tent, by the way. The front room, all the windows close up on the outside with these flaps, and then you roll them up to close the windows at night. That's the way it is on the front half of the tent. On the back half of the tent, let's look at that loop real fast. These are all in good shape, except for that one I pointed out to you. There, looks good. Kind of crowded on this side. These windows in the back room, and they're all in perfect shape, they zip up from the inside. So the inside, the back room is actually, I guess, the tent, and the front room is like a, I don't know, a breeze room or just a little patio kind of room, so you can take your shoes off and stuff. But heck, you can sleep in the whole entire thing. It's basically the same. 2 rooms, just one closes windows on the outside, one closes windows on the inside. The only door is on the very front, so the back room you have to come through the wall inside that separates the 2 rooms. Let's go ahead and go inside. This tent is in really good condition. When I found it, it was just in a pile. I actually found it real early in the morning in a garage sale, in a pile, and the guy wanted, I forget, I don't remember, a lot of money for it. And I thought, well, I'll come back at the end of the day and see if it's still there. And it was. Of course, you know, I don't know if it's all there, and I have no clue what it looks like, or if it's tore up or anything. It's just a pile of cloth and poles, so kind of lowballed the guy and got it at the end of the day, and set it up, and I was amazed to find out it was all there, and in pretty darn good condition. See what it looks like on the inside. Alright. Okay, come on in. The chair set up to give me an idea how much room is in here. That back wall I was talking about. There's no holes in this tent anywhere except for those ones in the very back corner, which you can see right there. hole I showed you earlier. Bigger than a finger and a fingertip. Probably got a tent pole shoved through it. Just there we go. It's really tall in the middle, but in the back it's shorter obviously. I'm 6 feet tall and I'm touching the roof back here in the back with my head. The back room is slightly shorter in the back than the front room is. It's not shaped exactly the same on both sides. I thought it was like an optical illusion, but it's not. It's just the way it is. They're in good shape. Down this door here. So you can see this. There is no zip on the bottom on this side. Inside the tent. So there's your pouches, put your shoes or whatever the heck, your wallet, your stuff. This is the back room. Back room's like, I don't know, let's sleep probably 4 or 5 people pretty good. The littler, the more, you know. I'd say it's at least 10 people or about 10 people, both rooms. Maybe 8 more comfortable, but there's room enough for a lot of people in here. Alright. Let's go back up front here. Pockets too. Sure is a nice tent, and big. I don't know exactly what it weighs, but just the material part without the poles, I'm kind of guessing it's around 80 pounds. It's heavy. It's only too heavy for me. You can't go backpacking with it, that's for sure. I set it up by myself. Took me maybe a couple hours, but I'd never done it before, and I had to lay out the tarp and look at the poles and check everything out and kind of think about it a little bit. Let's go ahead and close that door up so that you can see what that's like from the inside. I'll let the windows down too. forgot to show you the zippers on the windows in the back room, so let's go do that. Well, I just came off on this zipper, dang it. I just did that. Now, this zipper. Got one on the other side. This zipper, maybe I didn't do that. Maybe I never noticed it. This zipper does not work on this side. It does on this side. No, I just did that because I had this hooked up. So we'll see. 2 teeth just came out of that track. The zipper came off its rail. Darn it. Well, at least you got to see it before I sold it. Okay, well, hopefully that doesn't happen on any more. Zip this one up. I'm more paranoid.